Well, g'day DLive, and welcome back to another Gives a Minute DLive video. Gives a Minute DLive video. That's right, folks. It's another DLive video for the first day of every month. We take a little look-ski at DLive.tv. The reason we do this is just as a document to see how things are looking and how things have progressed in the last 30-odd days. It happens to be the first day of May 2022. Now, you might see this is a little different. The presentation's a little different. That's right. I'm not at home in Australia, I'm in New Zealand. I'm going to be here for 6 months, living in Queenstown. So we're going to do this from my room here. And I've got a little monitor here that one of my housemates loaned me. And we're going to try to do the same thing we normally do, slightly different. Taking a look at DLive machine. So I got my laptop here. You guys can see it on the screen next to me. So let us go to not in the search bar, dude. Let us go to DLive.tv machine. This will bring up the website, and don't forget, I'm not signed in here. This is hey, yo, keep it down. I'm not signed in here, so we're looking at this as if you've just jumped on DLive.tv and the situation presents itself. As we see here, we got the wheel love. Looks like a channel here called 1984 Productions, streaming to 12 viewers. The Zelda, a game called Zelda. Let's take a look at the next wheel love slot action. B Tactics TV, streaming to 9 viewers. Shinobi Strikers. Okay, I'm not a gamer, so these don't mean anything to me, but maybe Shinobi Strikers mean something to you. Let's take a look at the next one across. Death Stranger, streaming to 2 viewers. Butt Jokes, come and chat. Interesting, butt jokes. Okay. Over next on the wheel, we've got Gornox. Ninja Guy Dan, streaming to 0 viewers. Okay, no viewers. It's still good to be on the wheel though. Slider1611, streaming to 3 viewers. Can I get a legendary in something? Now that looks like Call of Duty Mobile. So there you see the top love wheel action. Interesting. I liked seeing a variety of streamers. You know what? We're going to take a little look-ski in at this particular stream. Let me...
Dice arrows.
Whoa.
I got Deku Seeds because that's what actually showed on the screen. Yeah. It's confusing. I know.
Okay.
Alright, another key. That's good.
Just I wanted to look at this to see. Been live for 2 hours and 1 minute. Just what I was looking at there. Let's go back to the wheel and see the next B Tactics TV.
We didn't lose. That was a whooping. That's a 1990s whooping right there. When you talk back to your parents, that's what that was.
Got a whooping. Been live for 3 hours and 16 minutes. Wow, that's a long stream. Followers 2.3K. Oh, we didn't see how many followers. The first one had Zelda, 1984 Productions.
Okay.
Only got 98 followers. Oh, okay, so we can see here on the chat here, this is a restream. So this person's not actually streaming to DLive, just restreaming. Fair enough. I do similar to every other site, including DLive. We cruise past B Tactics TV. Oh, this is a new, no. We saw butt jokes. Death Stranger. South Park game, right?
These missiles are going to look real sweet on our first movie poster.
Okay, South Park. Been live for 1 hour and 33 minutes. Followers number 44 in totes there. 44? It's not a bad number of followers. Followers? I was going to say subscribers and followers, and I said sub-followers. Don't know what I said. Let's cruise back along here. B Tactics, Death Stranger, Gornox. action. A lot of action there, folks. A lot of action from Gornox. Been live for 1 hour, 32 minutes, 817 followers. Also a restream streamer. And there's the DLive message. Hey, Gornox, your channel is now being featured on the DLive homepage. So, yeah, there you go, folks. Restream to DLive and get some love. Go ahead, enjoy it. We keep continuing on here. That was Gornox. Slider 1611. Better be careful with this music, I guess, for me. I'll just pause that there. But Slider been live for 1 hour 21 skis and 2.9k followers. Well played, Slider. Let's go and check the last Wheel Love action. Or was that the last one? Yeah, we're back. Yeah, keep it down. We're back to the start there, folks. So that's the wheel. I wanted to take a little look further down and just see all the streamers in order of viewership. This will give us a rough idea of how DLive's been going, because there is talk, or there is conversation to be had again this month, unfortunately. Mafugal News up there with 286 viewers. Then we've got Titus Frost. Sorry, Mafugal News in the chatting menu, not the news menu. That's interesting, isn't it? Chatting? Either way, folks, Mafugal News in the chatting menu with 286 viewers, not followers. Then we've got Titus Frost in the news category with 58 viewers. Then we've got Ninja Warrior 0116 in the podcast menu, and we're looking at 47 viewers. Interesting to note that all of these streamers are M-tagged, mature tag, mature tag, mature tag. We got Bowser, what a surprise, Peach something, to chatting menu with 45 viewers. Possibly should be in the gaming menu. I guess that's a game, but I don't know. I'm not a gamer. And the last one we're going to look at here on the sidebar, or on the DLive homepage, we've got a channel here called Mike Maven with 33 viewers in the music category. And interesting that all 5 of those are M-tagged. Actually, 6, 7, 8. First 8 streamers are all M-tagged. Ah, crikey. So let's pull up GivesAMinute, my own channel. I wanted to talk a little about... Oh, we can't see this because we're not logged in. Should I log in here? I can't kill that monitor because it's mirroring, crikey. We're playing a replay there. That's at the Queenstown or the Fernhill Bike Trail or the Terrain Park. What I wanted to talk about, and it's a shame, I don't really want to log in here and show it on screen. Just out of curiosity, I was live yesterday. All of my streams here in Queenstown, New Zealand have been IRL streams, even though I am doing cryptocurrency also on my balcony every Wednesday. Shit, that's today. Forgot about it. It's the first day of the month, I forgot. I'll do that later. It's still only 2:30 p.m. So we got 8.6 followers, 8.6k followers of my channel. And I wanted to talk a little about... I wanted to talk again about BTT staking, because it still isn't a thing on DLive. Now, I don't want to go too deep into this one right now because we have dipped into it already enough, but nothing has changed. You still, and I still, have frozen BTT on DLive that I cannot access. It's now 3 months where this has gone on for. So it began on the 8th of March. It's now the 1st of June. So arguably March, April, May, June. You're looking, let's call it 3 full months essentially, where if you've staked BTT on DLive, you haven't had access to those funds. Again, I'll say this, no one seems to be concerned about this. No one seems to be talking about it. It doesn't seem to be bothering anybody. There is a splattering or a smattering of people asking about it every now and then in the Discord. But to be completely frank, those kind of questions are more often than not met with just radio silence. The Discord, and I'm talking about the public-facing Discord, I'm not talking about private partner Discord, I'm talking about public-facing Discord. It does get met with silence, which should be frightening to anybody that is invested in DLive, including the big whales. I will restate my take on this. The fact that no one is really talking about it, the fact that it isn't a big fuss, kind of tells me that maybe there aren't many whales invested in DLive, even though we see 40 odd billion BTT staked on the platform. I'm just speculating that that could be coming from one owner with multiple wallets who does have, at their best interest, DLive surviving and DLive doing well. And I'm not going to say who that is, but you can put your own thoughts together and work out who that might be. Excuse me while I have a sip. It's cold here, but the sun is coming out today. It's nice to see the sun up there. Just in time for winter as well. Although we don't really want too much sun. It melts the snow. The snow started falling, but then it melted away. Yeah, so we've got this situation, or there's a situation, and unfortunately, I would have thought this would have been resolved by now. It concerns me that it's not resolved. It's disturbing. It's very, very alarming. It amounts to theft if you think about it in logical terms. You stake your BTT on a website, and they freeze it with no warning. And there's no way to extract that stake out. The best way to have done this from DLive's perspective, the way I feel, would have been to have said, we're going to be putting in a new contract, given that BTT has redenominated to BTT old, and there is a new token called BTT, as confusing as that is. That comes out, that news came out at the end of last year. At the end of 2021, this news came out from Justin Sun himself, that BTT was redenominating. At that point, I made a suggestion or a question in the Discord saying, how's this going to affect DLive? Is it going to affect DLive? I was told, no, don't worry about a thing. Everything's going to be fine. Leave it as it is. Now, I knew that wasn't the right answer, just thinking about a redenomination and what we're staking. We're staking a coin that no longer is going to be accepted, essentially. And we're being paid in our staking rewards in the coin, but it says it's BTT, but we're being paid in the denomination of BTT old. So something had to have changed. Like, there has to be a change, has to be an update, right? But DLive should have said, we're going to do this change progressively. We've got to start a new smart contract. We've got to get it written first, then we've got to get it audited. It's got to be put in place, testnet, all this stuff. It's going to take a long time, right? They should have said, so in the next week or two, if you've got stakes active on DLive, now's your chance to withdraw them, put them in your own wallet, do what you will with it, but they didn't. It happened overnight where it got snapped off and no one knew a thing, no one said a thing, and it was just no more staking rewards, and you can't even withdraw your stake. So it's very, very frightening, and it should be concerning to every streamer on DLive, but here we are, the 1st of June, and not many people are talking about it. Not many people are very concerned about it. That's the state of the affair that we find ourselves in June 2022 on DLive. I do want to have a quick look at the statistics page, stats.dlive. I spelled stats wrong. Stats.dlive. I don't know. I haven't been on this page for a while. No, but we did last time. I'll just go a search. Stats.dlive. Stats.tidylabs.stream. I was completely out. Yeah, I always like to just have a look at my channel just to see how it's going. But it is also good to see categories here on DLive. Trending categories in the last 30 minutes. News, chatting, podcast, music, art. and then a game. The reason I do this is because everybody says that DLive is, well, not everybody, but DLive themselves state that at its core, DLive is a collaborative gaming platform. But yet when we go to the stats page and look at it, it doesn't look that way at all. Like, look, top categories last 30 days is the first category, that's the most viewed category, news, the news. How much? 1.3 million viewers in the last 30 days. The second top category is chatting, 1.2 mil. The third top category is other, which I guess could be anything, right? I've never streamed under other, but I guess you can. 517,000. And then in fourth place is the first time we see a game, and it's Grand Theft Auto 5, and it's quite low, 352,000. So what I'm seeing here and what I'm suggesting is, and I said this last month, I'll say it again now, if we want DLive to excel and we want DLive to get better, because I got to tell you, in the last month, it hasn't, it isn't, it's not. If we want it to get better, shouldn't we be playing where the ball is? Now, this is a sporting metaphor, not a euphemism, a sporting metaphor. And I don't even like sports. I don't play sports, but I've heard this saying, skate to where the puck is. So the puck being the viewers, in this case 1.3 million viewers are watching the news. Shouldn't we be promoting that as the content instead of the gaming content? You might like gaming, you might love it, but if these numbers are to be believed, what's bigger on the site? The news and chatting, and then other. So we should be grabbing those by the horns and saying, what can we do to make that bigger and bring in a bigger audience? The numbers don't lie, they're already there. Bam, let's tackle it. Let's grab it. Let's make it better. While we're here, I'll just bring up GivesAMinute. I don't think this works very well. There has been an issue on this site where it takes a long time to load and then it gives you an NAN, not a number error. But here's my channel. Yeah, this will do this for a while, then it will come up with potentially not a number. If we scroll down, yeah, here we go. So data column for axis is missing, cannot be a type of string. So this is all broken. You might argue, well, then maybe it was broken before as well on the other page. I don't think that's broken elsewhere, but this has been busted for a while for me. If we look at my top categories, yeah, look at that, IRL's jumped right up for me because I've been in New Zealand doing IRL content exclusively. 64% of my content, and I guess what we'll see next month in the 1st of July, that will be close to 100%. There'll still be cryptocurrency streams, as you can see here. My next most used category, chatting, that's obviously filtered through from, I only got here 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, so that's from the end of last month. And cryptocurrency in third position at 12%, and then in fourth position, not in order, music. We haven't done a music stream for a while. We won't be doing music streams for a while, given the fact that we're over here in New Zealand town. Sadly, another thing to report on DLive is that the chest is not back. And my prediction here is that it is not coming back. That's my take on it. I've had that take for quite some time. I don't believe the chest is coming back. In fact, I believe that it seems like DLive has been let go in terms of, yes, there are new global partners being added, and there are new verified partners, and there are new affiliates. But aside from that kind of like, let's call it movement of the streamers, we're not really seeing anything from DLive in return. So all of these people achieving goals and smashing things out of the park, it's great to see and it's commendable, but the site itself hasn't grown around these creators. It hasn't presented any new challenges or any great ideas. What about these great new incentives or great new incentivizations for streamers to monetize their content? Never happened. My take on it is it's not going to happen. It's now a case of let's wait and see how this thing dwindles out to nothing, because that's what it feels like. In this instance that in this situation with the BTT, this should be a huge, huge red flag. the fact that it's not a red flag to anybody tells me that a lot of the site and a lot of the streamers themselves are either unaware of it or unaware of what it means, or they're just playing dumb to it. And that's frightening in itself, because we, the community, we're the ones that can make this better, and we're the ones that can bring this back out of the dark ages, bring this site back into some kind of meaningful position within the platform wars, I suppose, right? DLive used to have a potential or a small amount of chance to do something and stand out, and that's all gone. That's all gone, and nobody's making it any better. I'm sorry to bring bad news to you. I'm having a great time here in New Zealand. I'm hoping things go really, really well, but realistically speaking, for this site, doesn't seem like it will. Oh, crikey, the big news. Wow, hold on a second. Let me get a squeak here. I forgot to mention this. Was this last month? Hang on a second. Go live from the app. Either this came at the end of last month or very close to the end of last month, and we might have touched on it briefly. Go live from the app is a great thing for DLive, and from all reports, it works wonderfully. I don't use it. You would use it, or you should use it. If you're not a streamer and you're thinking about streaming and you don't have a computer or a monitor or anything, or don't have a light, whatever it is you don't have, don't worry. Get your smartphone. Could be an Android, could be an Apple device. Download the DLive app. There's a button in there once you've created your account to go live, and you can literally stream from the app. Now, I'm definitely applauding this. This is great. Let me do it. That should have been a thing from the get-go. A live streaming platform that had an app that didn't allow you to go live from the app, that should be a question that had been bugging people for the lifetime of DLive, but it seemed to have gotten left behind. It's like a pool, it's like a lap pool without any water. No, that's a bit hard because you can still swim in it. It's like a lap pool without any lanes. People are in there swimming around trying to get fit. They're all bumping into each other. There's no black lines on the bottom of the pool. There's no floating lane dividers. Yeah, you can still go and swim and get fit, but you want to have lanes in that pool, right? You don't want to be bumping into everybody and not going straight and turning in circles. Yes, DLive always had an app. You couldn't go live from it though. It's like, okay, well, who forgot that in the initial days? Not trying to break it down or bring them down when they've done well, because this is good. I'm giving the praise. This is good. This is the only good, and it's quite late to the game. But you might want to use it. So I urge you, if you're thinking about doing a live stream, grab the app out. You don't even need a computer. You can just go for the app and off you go. Screw? What was I going to say then? I feel like I was going to say screw the laptop. It's not what I meant. I just meant go straight through the app. I think at that note, folks, I'm going to leave it. If you are interested in my channel, it's called GivesAMinute. We do these videos every month on the once of the month. Yeah, that's right. On the one day of the month, the first day. Every month we take a look at DLive. I will be here on the 1st of July talking to you again, probably from this exact spot. Maybe not. Maybe we'll go outside. I don't know. Lovely to have you. Lovely to see you. And I'll see you all on the next GivesAMinute DLive live stream.